Ion exchange chromatography. This is a procedure which is normally employed in the lab to separate the molecules according to how tightly they are bound with the chromatographic matrix. अब होता क्या है, सेलुलर मॉलिक्यूल्स जो हैं उनके ऊपर डिफरेंट किस्म के चार्जेस होते हैं. डीएनए और आरएनए के ऊपर नेगेटिव चार्ज है, लेकिन उनकी स्ट्रेंथ वेरी करती है फ्रॉम मॉलिक्यूल टू मॉलिक्यूल्स. Some proteins also carry the negative charge. So when we take the cell extract and we add it in an ion exchange chromatographic column containing the resin, these negatively charged particles, they can bind to the resin. This electrical attachment can later be disrupted using salt solutions. Now the attachment force and the concentration of salt is related. The more strongly attached negatively charged molecule will need highly concentrated salt solution to be separated. The weakly attached molecule will need low concentration salt to get separated. As you can see in this picture, these are the positive ions. These are the component of resin or chromatographic matrix. DNA is attached to these particles. Similarly, RNA can also attach to these particles. Protein can also get attached to these particles which have negative charge, but their strength of attachment will be different. When we add a salt solution of a required concentration, this attachment is disrupted and the molecules, they get separate from the positively charged particles. This is the basic principle of ion exchange chromatography. As we have different types of molecules which bound to these charged particles differently, so we can use gradually increasing salt concentration to separate and purify these molecules one after the other. The simplest way to perform the ion exchange chromatography is to place the resin in any glass or plastic column, like a column you can see in this picture, placing resin in it, then loading the cell extract. As you can see in this follow-up picture, the cell extract loaded on a resin column. The volume of the cell extract is low and it has low salt concentration. So all negatively charged particles will get bind with the positively charged resin particles. In the next step, adding salt solution will give you this kind of illusion. Some drops are going to get out of this column. These drops are basically containing protein which are loosely bound to the particles, and RNA which is also loosely bound as compared to double-stranded DNA. Once the protein and RNA is eluted from this column, now this column has the resin to which only double-stranded DNA. This can be the genomic DNA, this can be the plasmid DNA, whatever is your DNA sample. It can be eluted using some concentrated salt solution. Now this eluted sample is the purified double-stranded DNA which you purified through ion exchange chromatography. And this flow of liquid in these columns is either through gravitational flow, the force of gravity, but sometimes what happens that the volume is so low that it cannot cross the whole column length. In that case, we can use the low speed centrifuge machines to elute our samples from these columns. The resin is going to stay in the column. The negatively charged molecules are going to be eluted using this method, and the salt solution of variable concentration is the key for purification of these biomolecules. We can decide to separately isolate the proteins, to separate the proteins, to separate the RNA, and to separate the double-stranded DNA using variable concentrations of the salt solutions used for elution. Elution means to separate the molecules from the resin particles.